Hi everyone, and welcome to the Language Arts Gallery. This is actually the first video that I'm releasing, so thank you so much for being a part of what's my first attempt at talking about something that I really love, which is academic essay writing. I'm going to talk a little bit today about some struggles that students have with essay writing. I'm also going to talk about some struggles that are particular to English language learners. And finally, I'm going to talk about where you can get a resource that you can add to your writing classroom that includes a PowerPoint presentation, and it includes some graphic organizers to help your students with academic essay writing. So let's get started. Okay, so welcome to our first lesson of academic essay writing, and this is the introduction to academic essay writing. So I'm going to talk a little bit about those 3 points that we mentioned in our introduction here. And the first is a common struggle that our students have with academic writing. And I think the big thing that a lot of our kids really struggle with is that we impress sentence level skills upon the students. And that's not really what essay writing is about. Essay writing is focused on rhetoric. It's focused on argument. So that's something that we want to get our students to understand right from the start. What is academic essay writing? How is it different from different types of writing? Maybe different types of writing that they've done before. And getting them to understand that the focus of essay writing is on argument. And this is something that I think is especially difficult for our English language learners because culture impacts how we approach argument. And different students who come from different cultures might have different attitudes about that. And as teachers, we need to be sensitive to that. So we need to also be careful in how we present this. The last thing you want to do is present this in a way where you're saying to your students, this is the correct way to do it. And that's not culturally sensitive. It's not appropriate. We want to let them know that there are different approaches to academic essay writing, and audience awareness is really, really important. So getting them to understand that no one way is better, they're just different, and we need to write differently depending on who we're writing for. After we raise their awareness to that, we want to really get into the meat and potatoes of academic writing, which is our 5-paragraph essay. And this is something that's going to transfer to our later lessons. If we teach the kids the structure and the rhetorical features of an academic essay, it's so easy for them to transfer to their future lessons, their future genres of writing. We can start with a model essay where we can highlight the different parts, the introduction, the different body paragraphs that represent supporting details for their argument and a conclusion. One thing I always tell my students, and many of you have probably heard this before, tell them what you're going to tell them, and then tell them what you told them. So in this first introductory lesson, we have a very simple opinion essay here. And this one is on Korean culture. I spent a lot of time teaching in Korea, so this is writing for an audience to let them know that Korean culture is a very unique culture and it's like no other culture in the world. So it's got a thesis statement here in the introduction. It's got their body paragraphs with 3 reasons as to why Korean culture is unique and special, and then a conclusion that sums up their argument. So students get a chance to evaluate this model essay. They go through and they look at another essay and they see how those same rhetorical features transfer to other opinion essays. So then they'll get a chance to evaluate that second essay on their own using a checklist. This is really important because in future genres, students are going to use these same types of checklists to evaluate their own writing and to go through peer revision. So they're going to finish up with a chance to brainstorm their own essay. And that's really a very basic but very good introduction to academic writing. And the thing I like about this is something that we can tailor to young learners. I've taught this same approach with grade 2 students, and I've also taught it with adults. Of course, you're going to want to change your model essays and make it more level appropriate for each student, depending on who you're teaching. But the idea of argument and the notion of the rhetorical features of academic writing being paramount to academic essay instruction is really important. So, this lesson is available for you for free in my Teachers Pay Teachers store. So check that link in the product description and you can download this lesson for free. You can also download the graphic organizers that come with this for free. And there's lots of other cool freebies in the store as well. So thanks so much for watching, and please look for my next videos. And again, thank you so much for being part of this first video with me. And I'll see you soon.